Hello tribe, welcome back to my channel. So I have recharged my batteries and I'm ready to do a 7 to 10 day prediction for you all guys. As usual, pile number 1 is on the left, pile number 4 is on the right. I'm going to be taking some extra time to shuffle from decks before I'm gonna start talking for you, and I'll start this reading with channeling. So stop the video if you need some more time, and I'll see you in timestamps. Hello tribe, whoever has chosen pile number 1, so sit back, relax, enjoy your reading. Let's take the stone to hold the cards up. I'm not going to look at the cards just yet. I'm going to be pulling from other decks as well. And I kind of want to mix decks today for you guys. We might do tarot oracles, and I kind of want to see a whole picture. And I think I'm gonna start with the Ocean Oracle. So I hope you have a minute. If you'd like to, you can skip to when all cards have been pulled. Pile number 1. What is going on? 7 to 10 days from now. I'm being drawn to the 𝒃𝒐𝒌 deck for you. I want 3 cards. What do you need to know? 3 cards, please. All right, let's take a look at the 𝒃𝒊𝒕𝒉 deck. What to focus on, pile number 1, where the focus will lie 7 to 10 days from now. Throughout that time, where will your focus lie? And what is changing? What are you trying to improve? What are you trying to improve? What are you trying to improve? I'm very chilled. I'm kind of ready to go to bed, so this reading is not gonna be over the top. So I hope some of you who are watching this right before sleep, it acts a little bit like a meditation for you guys. Okay, let's see. Pile number 1. What's happening 7 to 10 days from now? What is happening? I don't know why I wanted to mix decks up for you guys here today. Haven't done it in a really long time. What to expect 7 to 10 days from now? What's gonna be important? That card wants to come out. What's gonna be important, pile number 1? Okay. Alright, so before we're gonna look at the cards, I want to channel and we'll go from there. Okay, pile number 1. Let me get in tune. Straight away I heard technology and I saw a glimpse of a bicycle. Now, the bicycle tells me that some of you might be wanting to look at your childhood, or maybe you will be focusing on some sort of activities that boost your energy. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a bicycle only. The bicycle can be a representation of, being involved in some kind of physical activity, but also moving forward in your life. The tires of a bicycle I'm seeing, they're pretty thin. It's almost like you are being prepared for some sort of a marathon in your life. I don't want to say that this is gonna be happening already the next 7 to 10 days from now, because for some of you, you are still being prepared for it. For a couple of you, you might start seeing progress within a week or so. Now, when it comes to technology, what I'm picking up here, I'm seeing someone spending quite a lot of time or editing or doing something on the laptop. I'm seeing someone staring at the screen and they're very focused. So it gives me that 8 of Pentacles vibe here. Focused on work, focused on projects, but in a very grounded manner. In a very peaceful, grounded manner. I also see an oil diffuser right next to someone's laptop. So I'd say for some of you, there is a message saying make your working space kind of your altar as well, where you feel good. Maybe you will want to reorganize something. Maybe you'll want to cleanse your house, you know, clean, move things around. That would be great for you, pile number 1. Okay, enough of channeling. Let's take a look at your cards. I don't even know where to start. Do you guys? Right, we have the 4 of Wands, as well as, well, that makes sense, doesn't it, right? As well as the emotion/intellect. Let's take a look at the artwork in this deck. I hope it's not shining. No, it's not perfect. See, and that's what I meant when I saw you guys working on something. You are going to try and find a good balance between your headspace as well as your emotions. And it does seem like for a lot of you, this week will feel much easier than it was. Sorry, I'm getting different things here. The next 7 to 10 days from now might be a bit easier for you than the last couple of weeks. I'm seeing someone regaining motivation, and they know exactly what they need to aim for. They know exactly what they need to aim for. See, this is going to be quite an important period of your life, because you're using both. You're using your intuition with emotion here, as well as you're using your experiences and what you've gathered over time. Once you put those two together, it's quite a powerful combination, you know? But why the emotion is first? Because emotion, your heart space leads you. Your higher self leads you where you need to be. And once you land where you need to be, that's when you can use your intellect to accomplish some type of task. So it's quite interesting. Let's take a look at all your cards and let's see. The Death came through reverse. 4 of Wands is here twice. So home environment is quite important here. Guys, Queen of Discs, Justice, Knight of Wands, 5 of Swords, Single-mindedness, Translucence. I like that. It goes really nicely with Death. Okay, so this is already quite an important message here for you. I'm hearing the transformation is over for most of you, and that's why you're coming back on track emotionally. Maybe your headspace will start feeling a bit clearer. For some others, you know, we all on different time frames, and it does seem like you might be going through that. We see how this person is enjoying the ride. She's like, I love the darkness. And look at the similarity here in these two cards, right? This card reminds me of Death card every time I see it, and I'm pretty sure that that's the correlation. I'm not certain, I'm just guessing, but look at those wings. I'd say there might be a meaning behind those wings for someone out there. Maybe you looked for a sign of some sort. Maybe you were communicating with a guide and you imagine that guide to have wings. But overall, it seems like there is softness. It's kind of like that transition is not as harsh, if you know what I mean. It seems really floaty here. You're enjoying the ride and you trust where that ride is taking you. You're like, okay, if I want to take a look at my shadow self, or if I want to dig deep into, say, I'm hearing scars, let me do it with pleasure. So that's kind of weird, right? But it's trusting. You're trusting the process the next 7 to 10 days from now. And it becomes so much more enjoyable for you. It's almost like I'm seeing you observing your progress, like an outstander, you know? Maybe some of you will envision yourself like that from another person's perspective whilst meditating. Because I'm almost like seeing you, seeing yourself in front of you, if that makes sense. Either you're becoming a new version of yourself, either in meditation you work on self in that way where you imagine your new self in front of you, but there's a lot of love here, and there's a lot of love for self and appreciation I'm seeing. Okay. I said love, success, and love, and prison and restriction. So what's happening here, these cards are talking about what's improving, what you're going to be focused on to improve, right? So it seems like you setting yourself free from some type of restriction. Now, it can be mental, it can be physical, it can be connected to a love situation. For all of you, this is going to be different, so I don't want to put you guys in a box, but 2 and 9 comes up to 11. Then we have the Justice card here. There's some kind of tie that's being cut off. Contract I'm seeing that was keeping someone stuck. It can be a situation as straightforward as we can see here with the Justice and the prison. Someone is being is dealing with government institution. Maybe someone is released from prison, I'm seeing here, or someone is waiting what's going to be decided. Now, this is definitely not for all of you, but I do see that very clearly, like how will the justice pan out? How will it be? What should I expect? But because these cards sit in a position what's improving for a lot of you, even if that would be some sort of formality that kept you stuck and you felt restricted, that's going to be improving. Your love life, overall with people around you, a romantic, platonic, is going to be improving too. There's a lot of sweetness coming through here after the period of darkness I'm seeing. Others of you, it seems like you are releasing something. I wouldn't be surprised if for some of you that transition here, it's almost like I'm feeling someone might have some type of bodily sensation, you know, like a bit of a pain somewhere that will indicate that through that pain, you're releasing some type of energy that's not needed. Almost like a detox type of situation that I'm seeing here. People are bonding at home much more. Old homies might reach out, those who used to live with. So keep your eyes open for that. Maybe you will want to reach out to people you used to live with. And those who had problems in relationship with a female, would it be your mother, grandmother, maybe colleague or a friend, regardless of who this person is, this is a strong female energy here. Can be feminine, someone, you know, masculine holding feminine, but for most of you, this is a female. It's saying what you're going to decide to do, you might want to take a break from someone, or you'll take a step back to process the whole communication, conversation, or see how you want to move forward with that relationship. Overall, you're celebrating something, so I'm seeing that for a couple of you, I have to say happy birthday. I hope your celebration is going to be enjoyable and you have a good time. Yeah, it does seem like a lot of people are focusing in pile number one. Where does it feel like home? I want to improve my home. I want to connect to people who feel like home. And this week, a lot of it will be shown to you. Who's the person? I'd say pay attention to the way you feel around people. Who's the person that makes you feel comfortable? Who's the person you can be silent with and it's still comfortable? It seems like you're gonna cherish that type of connections the next week, and you will be cherished too. You know the vision that I'm seeing. Someone is giving someone a really long hug, almost like they haven't seen each other for ages. So it can be physically or it can be virtually. Relationship with mother or mother figure will be quite important the next 7 to 10 days from now, as well as your foundation. You guys are really focused on what it is that you want to build for yourself. And business, I'm seeing accomplishment of some sorts. You're going to be glad how some type of idea, project, work situation panned out, even if it's going to require you to compete with someone or to stand your ground when it comes to maybe a competitive environment, or you're going to have to negotiate something. You're becoming more and more assertive where you are in life and where you're going. We have single-mindedness, which says choose your own path and what is best suited to you. Yeah, it's almost like you trust that your path is quite different from a lot of other people's path. Maybe you go through more transitions. Maybe you tend to invite transitions even. You want to upgrade, you know. You don't like to be stagnant. You don't like to be, you know, in the same kind of, I'm seeing like a circle. It goes round and round and round. You don't like to be in it for too long. You want to change. So therefore, the next week, expect that wheel to start moving again. And again, wheel, we started with bicycle. Remember, we have movement forward here, shown in a couple of cards here. Translucence here is moving forward, as well as the Knight of Wands is quite a fast-moving knight. Look at his face. This guy is pretty happy. This guy's like, yeah, let's go and let's do this. There is some type of message behind reptile symbolism I'm seeing for some of you. For others of you, I'm seeing Aries. That might be important. An earth sign for some of you too. But overall, you appreciate your, I think a lot of you might experience a moment of bliss the next 7 to 10 days from now. You know, when you just, you're grateful for everything that you see around you, and you're super, it's interesting because you're going through transformation, but at the same time you feel really grounded to me here. The Four of Wands twice, as well as the Queen of Pentacles. This is a very grounded energy. That's why I didn't pick up this translucence and Death card as something that's really intense. It's very flowy. It's very graceful. So a lot of you are enjoying the journey I'm seeing. Let's pull a couple of cards from Rebecca Campbell's deck. Let's see. Pile number 1. Let's see. What can you expect in the next 7 to 10 days from now? We have Star Family. Call in support. It doesn't seem like you're calling in support. It seems like you know that you're supported. We have the defenselessness, writing, past wrongs, uprooting. There's an apology coming through here, pile number 1. An apology, and it's very sincere. It's really sincere. I'm seeing that someone really wants to apologize for what they've done, and but it's coming from heart for a lot of you here. It's coming from heart. See here with the Four of Wands together with the uprooting card, we have this division, but at the same time, these both people know that they made some kind of mistake, and they're like, I know I was wrong in this department. You know, it's not one person's issue. We both to blame type of situation. Yeah, I'm seeing a relationship of some sorts improving here, and that relationship is quite important. It's quite important. Maybe someone has made a mistake and the next week is going to be talked about. But in order to seek for a common ground, both people have to be defenseless in a way, have to be open. You're staying in your power here. You probably might be interested in doing something that is unique to yourself. Double mission, which is light worker starseed, serve the world by being you, goes really nicely with single-mindedness. Why? Because I take this card as a unique card. Someone who's quite unique. They might not want to go together with the crowd, therefore they come up with something that's quite different, and serve the world by being you is exaggerating that message. You will probably want to celebrate your uniqueness and to show yourself off, you know, to the world, people around you, maybe internet. I'm seeing for a couple of you too, but overall this vibe is pretty nice here. Heart space is going to be really important, pile number 1, and I'm seeing very almost like bonding time, sweet bonding time the next couple of weeks even, that might continue. Any arguments that may pop up, they will be approached gracefully. Past relationship that have maybe suffered, it's going to be thought about. I'm seeing apologize. Yeah, very mature vibe, pile number 1 overall. And you might want to stay at home a little bit more. You will seek for comfort, but at the same time, you might be seeking for comfort. I'm seeing fresh sheets, you know, fresh, almost can smell it, fresh bed sheets. You will want a bit more comfort the next 7 to 10 days from now, because you will be almost like wrapping up some type of shift, energetic shift or transformation, and allow yourself an extra hour to sleep if you like to, nap, do whatever you want to, and honor your body. But overall, I hope this made sense. Tribe, thank you very much for coming back. Love you as always. I'll catch you soon. Hello tribe, whoever has picked pile number 2, I'm in a chilled mode today. I'm about to go to bed, so this reading will not be super hyped up, and I hope that those who are watching it right when they woke up or right when they're about to go to sleep, it's going to be a bit meditative. I'm going to be using a lot of decks today, so if you'd want to skip this part when I'm shuffling and I lay the cards out, you can. But I want to kind of take it easy, guys, and kind of chill with you. Pile number 2, 7 to 10 days from now. What is happening? I'm gonna channel before I will look at your cards, guys. I want 3 cards from the Texture Tarot. Okay. I'm feeling a little bit tense, pile number 2. Feels like I would want to do some stretching, so if that's something that you are feeling that you should do, that would help, almost like through, you know, some kind of exercise. It doesn't have to be intense if you don't want it to be. You can connect your mind to your body. What can you expect 7 to 10 days from now, pile number? It feels like your guides are really present here. So I'm going to take the Tarot of the Angels and pull just a couple of cards on that. Your reading is a bit different, so I might not use the same cards. Pile number 2. If anyone would like to join me on Instagram, my Insta is aqua, the same, instead of Q, number 9, @arcana. I'm sometimes posting daily messages there or whatever I feel like. I love having you there too. It's just because it's so much more convenient sometimes posting something on the story than on YouTube. Okay, let's see. Where will your focus lie? Where will your focus lie? What's gonna be improving? Let's see what's gonna be improving 7 to 10 days from now. Pile number 2. Let me just adjust something right here very quickly. Perfect. Okay, what is it that you're deciding to leave behind or not overly focus on? I feel like one card is enough. Now let's take a look at the Magic Overview Oracle. And we're gonna start talking, okay? Pile 2. All right. So let's do a bit of channeling before we get into your cards, and let me see. Okay, straight away I saw an image of a child. From 2 to 3 years old. Now this is going to be a representation of your own child when maybe they were younger or around this age. So there is a strong bond happening here. For others of you, that child might be a representation of your younger self. You might want to connect to your younger self, your inner child, a bit more. For others of you, there might be a dream that will be connected to a child. So if that's the case, write down what was happening because it will make sense to you further on in the future. Take a look at the feelings behind that dream. Feelings are really important. How do you feel about that dream? Behind every situation happening there. Almost like I'm seeing wanting to connect to your child, and for some of you there's a presence of a child spirit, but this is very personal to you. This is not going to be for all of you for sure. So keep what's yours and leave rest of the messages for someone else. Let's take a look at your guides first, and let's see what's happening overall here. Just gonna reverse all the cards. What is happening here? Pile number 2. Sweet. This is very sweet. I like this a lot for you. Oof, what the energy. Wow, wow. Okay, pile number 2. It's all about almost like this feeling of bliss. The next 7 to 10 days from now, what I'm sensing, I'm seeing you very strongly connecting to your loved one. Would it be your partner, family member? Overall relationship are improving big time here. There is happiness on the horizon. Almost like I'm seeing someone who used to be very independent, or maybe sometimes a bit cold, you know, and a little bit, you know, closed off. This person kind of like steps out. Steps out of a barrier of some sorts, and there's a lot of balanced, really nicely balanced energy here. Expect health improving. Would it be mental? Would it be physical, emotional well-being? I'm seeing here. This is big. I'm seeing happiness in relationships big time. We have success in love as well as the 10 of Cups. I mean, come on, you know, and it seems like people's inner children will be communicating, and the communication will be very honest, very sincere, and very beautiful. Expect to be appreciated big time. People love your presence the next 7 to 10 days from now. Why this is happening, see, what you're going to be doing the next 7 to 10 days from now, you're really focused on where is it that you're going in life, with a destiny card especially here, and what you in control of. You found ways how to deal with your I'm hearing addictions for some of you, certain habits, or your mind that plays tricks on you sometimes. I'm hearing this is over and done with. You found the balance. You're finally finding balance. You might come up with certain routine that helps you very much to break out of some kind of, you know what's interesting? I don't know if you see, there is a chain over here and there is a chain right here, and they kind of connected. You're breaking some kind of chain off. Whatever whatever was holding you back, I'm seeing no more. It's almost like you turning something that was a little bit hurtful into something beautiful. You hold a lot of magic here in you. Those who have your own businesses, expect it to bloom the next 7 to 10 days from now. Good partnerships, especially client and I'm hearing provider, those who provide some kind of service. It's going to be quite important. Look up the spiritual meaning of a snake. For some of you, this is your symbol. You might have a connection to it already. We see it in the destiny card right here above, as well as the temperance right below. So snake is important here, as well as feathers. Overall, you have your crown on, literally, like you keep it intact. You're proud of yourself. There is some kind of monetary gain coming through here, but what you are prioritizing, guys, pile number 2, is self-care, and you will want to hold on to self-love, and that's what you're going to be doing with water your garden, as well as honor yourself. You guys celebrate your own being, who you are, who you've grown to be. I'm seeing gratitude. I'm seeing pampering yourself. Would it be your thoughts? You know, your thoughts are very friendly. I'm seeing, you know, sometimes we can be our own worst enemy. The next 7 to 10 days from now, it's not going to be as hurtful if that's something that you've been dealing with. I'm seeing forgiveness. I'm seeing meditation that you might come across that's going to be almost like putting you in a state of bliss, in a state of, you know, ecstasy. I'm going to go as far as that, because that's how it feels like to me here. Some of you might do some kind of routine for yourself, self-care. It can be as simple as, you know, buying some kind of new cream, maybe some kind of herbal medicine. I'm seeing here herbs that helps your body, your well-being. There is a connection to water here. You drinking more water. I'm seeing you guys maybe wanting even more water, and that's going to act as cleansing. Pay attention to when you want to drink more water, because this already gives away that you either definitely you can be dehydrated, but at the same time there's an underlying message saying you're going through an emotional cleansing, an energetic cleansing for some of you here. But I really want to read out the Euphoria card for you here. I don't know why, but it seems like there might be a message for someone that's gonna really stick out. Let's see. Number 9 might be important. Number 9, number 9, number 9. Okay. For some of you, 6 and 7. Okay, let's take a look at euphoria. I want to breathe in and breathe out in this reading, almost like I'm releasing something in the best way possible, you know. So let's read about this. It says, the white goddess with the feathered snake, swan again. I didn't even notice snakes on top of this person's head. Snakes are all over this reading. Feathered snake, swan, countenance represents the sacred fusion of air and earth. Divine inspiration bonded with earthly tangibility. There is a sensual aspect to this card. It is now your duty to honor your physical self in an excluded way. Have you been abusing your body? Poor eating, excess of toxic substances, and dragging yourself through workouts you don't enjoy? Is pushing, not celebrating yourself. Yeah, you take it easy, guys. You care for yourself, but you don't overdo it. You find balance. Don't put anything in your body that is not worthy of your goddess status. Quality over quantity is the key at this time. Awaken to your sacred self. Be selective about who you allow in physical proximity to you. In matters of sex and sensuality, do not share your sacred self with someone who is not worthy of you or who does not treat you in an honorable and respectful way. The woman of euphoria holds her hands gently and seductively over her heart as she considers the blessed magnificence of her reality. She's quiet and reflective. This is a deep inner comprehension, not bound by society's laws and others' opinions. Inside, she's infinite, and her physical form is the getaway. Getaway. You are almost like you're getting lost, and you're super grounded, guys. Pile number 2, the next 7 to 10 days from now. You're super grounded. You have some sort of idea, guys. If you thought that it's a new idea, that's not going to be for all of you. A new project of some sort, a new idea, something that you're working on, maybe slowly. It's saying don't let go of it because it has a lot of potential. Okay, and maybe sometimes you might not have enough maybe energy the next week. Don't push things. Put yourself first. Prioritize love, self-love, and you see that reflects. You focusing on self-love, and that reflects on any relationship that you will have the next 7 to 10 days from now. Expect people giving you compliments. Expect people telling you that you feel a bit different, your energy is a bit different in the best way possible. It's quite a colorful week. You're not expecting good news. You are creating those good news for yourself. You know what I mean? You are literally in control of your destiny, and I'm super proud of whoever has chosen this pile. Keep on kicking, guys. Keep on going. Then leaping through the air says, a plan you have made is on track. Exactly. If you are waiting for something, get to work and stop putting off ideas. Here we go. I didn't even read it, I promise. Putting off ideas or projects you are considering. Yes. And living room, every time I see a living room card, it tells me that there is someone who takes some time to kind of reflect. This is a very reflective card. This is also a card talking about a certain maybe a project or something that one is working on, maybe writing, maybe creating, maybe coming up with some sort of a plan, but it's a very steady process I'm seeing here. Slow and steady. Overall, you feel really abundant. I mean, guys, emotionally as well as monetary here. Okay, abundance is big here. Abundance as a whole. Balance, emotional fulfillment, financial. I mean, you guys, honestly. See, what's happening here, if you felt in the recent past a bit intense energy around you, or some kind of energy that that was a bit of a trickster energy, like we have representation here. These cards are purely speaking about your guides here. That was my intention. Your guides are protecting you. See, that's why I said there is a very strong presence of your guides. There isn't going to be any kind of entity or any kind of energy, you know, that will disturb you. Even if you might feel, if you might sense something, or you might hear about, you know, hear a sound that might be off, it has no effect on you. That's what kind of situation I'm seeing here. And what's interesting, we have 2 knights here. It seems like you all about taking action. Your guides are helping you in the process of taking action. See, in the sky we have only 1 guide over here, and once that horse starts moving forward, we have so many guides watching behind you whilst on some kind of mission. And for a lot of you, it's probably some kind of destiny that you are going for. A golden egg might be important for some of you. A golden egg, it's saying focus on your career as well, especially if there is some kind of project, you know. And maybe if it was so slow for a while, it's saying you don't have to, you know, push yourself too much, but don't forget to take action. You guys feel when taking action is necessary and when slowing down and giving to yourself is necessary. So that balance is going to be in play. Pile number 2. Whew, what the energy here. A very, very nice energy. I want to pull one more card from Rebecca Campbell's deck. You're standing in your power, pile number 2. We talked about protection. Your guides are protecting you. Look at the Star Brothers card right here. Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. Yeah, you're very grounded as well. I told you that. You're very in tune. You're very grounded and very present. And you know how good it feels like to be present, right? How powerful that feeling is. Appreciating everything that you see around you and just being in a moment. Big picture thinking. Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. Again, there's a hint of some kind of idea, project. It's saying keep on going. You need to sometimes take one step back and see what you can, almost like I'm seeing an upgrade of some sort. Maybe you're going to want to upgrade your work. I'm seeing someone working on some kind of design or the way they lay something out. Aesthetics is important here. You are creating something beautiful here, guys. If you have still no idea what it is, I'd say leave it for the next couple of days, or maybe even a week for some of you. It's gonna come to you. It's gonna come to you. I hope, tribe, that this made sense, and that was a beautiful read, honestly. Thank you for coming back. Love you as always. I'll catch you soon. Hey tribe, whoever has chosen pile number 3, so I'm gonna take it easy today. I'm going to do a pretty chill reading. I'm about to go to bed, so this is gonna be a bit of a meditative reading. I'll take my time to shuffle different decks. I wanna kind of do a bit of a mix here today. If you'd like to skip me shuffling, you can do that. I'm gonna channel here too, and we'll see what will come up. So let's take the Magic of You Oracle and let's see what we got for you here, guys. Pile number 3. Pile number 3. I keep hearing it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Someone is really worried watching this. Someone needs a strong support. It's gonna be okay, I'm hearing, and it wants me to repeat it to you. It's gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. This is not a message for all of you, definitely, but you just need to know that you're gonna be fine. And when I said that, I had shivers going down my legs, so that's quite important for someone. Someone has been, you know, going through life on their own, I'm hearing. Maybe the childhood was a little bit intense, you know. Maybe there was some kind of abandonment happening, some kind of family issues, and it's like these cards and this reading overall wants you to know that you, even if you don't see that you are supported in the physical, you are supported beyond the physical. It's almost like I'm seeing your guides surrounding you, and they hold in hands. They hold in hands. Pile number 3. Let's put this up here. Let's take the Keeper deck. What's improving next 7 to 10 days from now? What's improving? Too many? What's improving? What are you not overly focusing on? What you're taking a step back from? What are you taking a step back from? I'm seeing a masculine straight away, so maybe some of you are deciding to step away from a masculine figure in your life. Let me adjust you a little bit. Tiny little bit. Oh, card on the floor. 1 second. Okay, let's pull from the Ocean deck. Pile number 3. What is happening? What do you need to know? I feel like I want 2 cards for you guys. And we'll pull a couple from the Super Lunaris, and we're gonna start your reading. Let's put these on a side right here, so we have more space. Someone is really in a rush here, and it wants you to slow down. It's like I'm hearing someone needs to slow down. Breathe in, breathe out. You know what's interesting? I'm seeing in my vision a wheelchair, but in that wheelchair is representation also of a chariot. That's pretty interesting. Oh. What is going on here? So I'm gonna name the cards. Knight of Swords, 3 of Wands, 9 of Swords, Ace of Pens, 6 of Wands, 8 of Cups. Ooh. We have the Queen of Earth. We have the Intuition. Interesting. We have in the Light of the Moon, goes very nicely with the Intuition. We're gonna read these at the very end. We have, I'd say, pay attention to orcas, dolphins, that symbolism behind it. Maybe you wanna look it up. What's their traits, right? What's their traits? Oh wow. High honors, yearning and abroad. Then we have courthouse, young woman. Then we've got the answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? This pile is big. And we have hex, be still and allow the enemy to reveal themselves. All right, whoa. Okay. Straight away, what I'm picking up here, guys, there's someone who's quite jealous here. They might be jealous about some kind of aspect about you. I don't know why, but there's jealousy coming through here. I'm also seeing a situation where someone is walking away from someone because the other person wasn't treating them nice, and it was just much. You know, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to leave because I have shit to do. I'm hearing. Wow. Overall, someone really wants to learn from you. 7 to 10 days from now, someone wants your advice. I'm seeing people look up to you. You're gonna make some kind of decision that's gonna be quite life-changing for you here. For others of you, you're going to say something, especially if you are working in I'm seeing, especially for those who are shamans, witches, you are into divination, esoteric world, this is going to be a great week. Your intuition is going to be on point. Now, don't doubt your intuition, guys. If you'll feel like something is off, it will be off. You don't have to question yourself more. If the feeling is there, you are correct. The next 7 to 10 days from now, if you are working in spiritual field, you're gonna be achieving amazing things. I'm also seeing, for some of you might be offered a job. Some of you will take it, some of you won't, and those who won't, I'm seeing, it doesn't have to necessarily be a job. Something that is being offered to you has potential. You know, someone thinks that it has potential. Some of you might not want to take it because you think that you're worth more than that. There is a moon all over this reading here. I'd say pay attention to moon phases and how it influences you specifically. I'm seeing a celebration when it comes to your work. Overall, this is a big message. You feel super, I'm hearing honored. If you're seeking for promotion, that's your pile. If you are looking for a new job, it's very achievable. Overall, you're really proudful. You may get some kind of response from clients, from maybe your company that you work in. You are receiving some kind of papers I'm seeing here that make you feel good, or a message that's going to make you feel on top of the world. Achievements are big the next 7 to 10 days from now for pile number 3. You know exactly where you need to go and what you need to do. You have answered your call, your soul's calling, long time ago, it feels like. And that's been your navigation throughout time. Therefore, you stopped questioning yourself as much. And I think your intuition will be proven correct about one particular situation the next 7 to 10 days from now that's going to be quite important. And you're going to be feeling proud that you said something that you sensed, or you went for something that your intuition told you to do. If you felt like there was a person in your circle, or a person, you know, whom you know of, who was a little bit off, who felt off, your intuition will be proven correct with the hex card here. It just sounds this hex card sounds a bit intense, right? Pay attention to how your animal acts around you if you do have animals, because your animals will be able to sense energies. And if sometimes, you know, we are not always on when it comes to our intuition. Sometimes our intuition can feel a little bit, you know, not that it's off, but it doesn't feel as intense. And that's okay. You know, you don't always have to sense everything so intensely, because that would be a bit much. So if that's the case and you need an answer, let's say if you speak to someone on the phone, or if you think of something and you're like, is it really kind of 𝒃𝒂 energy? Look at your animals. They're gonna let you know. What you need to know, I'm seeing someone planning some kind of a trip, or yeah, there is a plan for some sort of a trip, travel for the future. Now, it doesn't have to be 7 to 10 days from now. It can be some kind of future travel that you are planning with a friend, or maybe a lover for some of you. I'm hearing there might be some kind of invitation, or someone's going to start talking about travel and you will come up with some kind of a plan for the future. Maybe some of you want to relocate. But overall, there is that prideful moment here. Really prideful moment with high honors, as well as the 6 of Wands. You guys are visible very much the next 7 to 10 days from now. People look up to you, especially if you have social platforms or if you're visible online. This is your pile. You may want to become a bit distant with someone who is either who has a tendency to gossip, or someone who doesn't feel very grounded. You know, you might be kind of shaken by someone's energy and you're gonna decide to put it on hold, I'm seeing here. So maybe just spend a little bit less time. Others of you, if you do have any dealings with institution or court, like we see here in the courthouse, there might be some kind of a delay, I'm seeing here, or you're gonna decide to wait when it comes to certain decisions. I don't know what it is about for all of you. It's going to be different for every and each of you. What you need to know the next 7 to 10 days from now, that you're going to get a lot intuitively, and I'd say track it. Next 7 to 10 days from now, write your sensations down, because you'll see how correct you are. What I like here, that we have the Queen of Earth as well as the intuition. One energy can be a little bit woo-woo, you know, and it can be a bit floaty. Sometimes, right, when you just sense things too intensely, but right next to it we have the Earth, which grounds you. So your feelings, your sensations will be really clear. You won't doubt it. It feels like you focused on your overall, on your money, on your finances. I'm seeing improvements in that department. It's big. It's big. Let's take a look at these two. We have in the light of the moon, it says a full moon can shine light on what you have been resisting. This can be anything from your fears to your soul's beauty, as well as dancing in the rainbow. It says break free from whatever you feel is holding you back. Express happiness, find out what you truly desire. And that's what you're going to be doing, I have no doubt. This is the happiest card I think I have in that deck. And every time I see it, it's quite, it makes me feel a bit hyped up, but in the best way possible. I kind of want to dig into the situation with the 9 of Swords and the 8 of Cups here. Someone is troubled by someone's departure, I'm seeing here. But I'm hearing someone deserves it. What is happening here? Wow, you know what song hit me? Bear with me. Eminem's song, Lose Yourself. I'm gonna go through the lyrics really quickly, okay? I feel like there is something there for some of you. You know why I got it? Because when I started shuffling this deck, my palms started being sweaty, and I heard my palms are sweaty, you know, and just kept on going. Yeah, it seems like you're taking some kind of a shot here. And it's a lucky break. It's a lucky break. He goes, look, if you had one shot or one opportunity. I'm pretty sure all of you know this song by heart, right? To seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it or just let it slip? Would you capture it or would you let it slip? And then he goes, his palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There is vomit on his sweater already, mom's spaghetti. He's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready. That's what kind of vibe I'm getting from this card. There is a lot of pressure, but at the same time she's very ready. So maybe if you want to look at all lyrics from this song, you can do so. But let's see what we got there for you. Ooh, okay, thank you. Knight of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. Your cards are all over the place. It does seem like there is some kind of imbalanced connection here. Cards are getting stuck, you know. Wow, High Priestess. We have Moon all over this reading. We have your intuition screaming at you. I'd say listen, 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 guys. Pile number 3 is to your intuition, and it's really exaggerated here. If you feel like someone is holding some kind of secret, you know, or something is being shady, it's probably true. It's probably true. If that's not your scenario, don't push it and don't imagine events that are not true. That's not helpful for you. For some of you, this whatever is happening here, there is some kind of stress that someone is feeling because of someone's departure, and it might be to do with, I'm hearing rejection. Someone is getting rejected either at work. Now it can be any kind of situation. Someone is being quite defensive. You know, I'm not sure. Do I want to invest in this? I'm not sure if I want to be your partner type of situation. Let me see what I want to do. Remember how I said I saw the Chariot and in the wheelchair? So this came at the bottom of a deck, and this is the exact vision that I got because I knew that that card is in this deck. So it showed, yeah, overall there is that prideful energy. You're getting a lot of respect the next 7 to 10 days from now. I'm hearing conquering something. Exactly. Look how good she is at her craft. She's been practicing for some time. We have Knight of Swords twice. And look at the energy of these two cards. There's someone who's super determined. Now that horse again reminds me of a chariot. You're moving forward really, really fast. You're not looking back. Those who were looking back for some time, maybe at your past or maybe past situations, you're not allowing past to catch up to you. You're like, nah, I'm looking forward, I'm not looking backwards. So maybe that's why there's some kind of rejection happening. Yeah, because like that ain't good for me. I'm not taking that. No restrictions, mate. I'm hearing no restrictions. I'm free. I'm free like this dolphin in the rainbow. Literally, that's how free I am now. I've built so much for myself already. I'm not taking anything less. I'm not taking anything less than a 10 of Cups. If you can't provide me that, get out of my way. Someone is really mad at someone, but it somehow affected this person, whoever this is. It's almost like it motivated this person to be more for themselves and to do more, and it's almost like a blessing in disguise, you know. That's how it feels like. Pile number 3. Yeah, someone has been suffocated by maybe someone's love before. It can be also, it doesn't have to be only romantic. Sometimes parents can be suffocating kids with love, right? And it doesn't end up being a good relationship to have. So whatever the situation, someone doesn't want that suffocation. They're like, I'm not holding on to this anymore. Can be a job situation too, right? Any situation that felt like it put you in some kind of a prison, or it left it left you out there, you know, alone, not being taken care of or not appreciated. So I do hope that this made sense. I keep hearing revenge. Someone wants revenge here, guys. If that's you, just, you know, before doing something, just take a moment to calm down and then come back to it and see how you feel about it later on. But overall, your intuition is level 1000. I'd say use it. You will see things and you'll sense things that maybe you are trying to sense for a while. You will get a lot of answers and nothing will be hidden for you. Nothing is hidden from your intuition. I hope this made sense, tribe. Thank you for coming back. Love you as always. I'll catch you in the next one. Hello, pile number 4. So I'm gonna be doing a chill reading, and I'm gonna be pulling cards from different decks today. So if you'd like to skip to me just reading tarot, you can. But overall, I kind of want this reading to be relaxed, and I'm gonna be channeling as well. Sometimes channeling comes through when I'm shuffling. Sometimes I'm gonna have to stop. We'll see what happens with you guys, because every pile is a little bit different. But let's see, pile number 4. What is going on next 7 to 10 days from now? I'm seeing an image of a star, you know, big wishes, big dreams, big wishes, big dreams. I want 3 cards from 𝒁 Tarot. I believe that's how it's called. One of them coming up. Okay, second one. Okay, that's too many. Let's flip them. Okay, let's see what other decks I want to use for you guys. I'm going to put these right up here. Some of you are exhausted. You should get a bit more rest. Feel like, okay, one more wants to come out. Let's take one more. Pile number 4. I want to use a deck for you I haven't used in other piles. Let's take it out. Pile number 4. What's improving next 7 to 10 days from now? What's improving? I'm hearing you know everything, pile number 4. So some of you are watching it out of curiosity. One more. What's improving? Okay, let's see which other deck I want to use. Triple Goddess Tarot. Let's take that one. What can you expect next 7 to 10 days from now, pile 4? Pay attention to your bodily sensations next 7 to 10 days from now. You're going to be told, your body will communicate through certain, maybe tense muscle. I'm hearing tense muscles, maybe a headache. Just pay attention to that. There is it's almost like a hidden message behind certain bodily sensations. You can find out what it is through meditation if you won't get it at first. A dream for some others. Let's take a look at your Rebecca Campbell's deck. What's up? I'm hearing slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. Let me channel it a little bit and let's see. Some of you might be feeling nostalgic. I'm seeing a child going to school. For some of you, this is a representation of you, and that's that nostalgic energy that I'm picking up. Maybe I'm seeing like someone flipping an album, you know, looking at old pictures and smiling. And you know, that nostalgic feeling is very, very nice. It's very nice. It's like I want to look back to the older days. I want to look back to experiences that I've had, you know, and everything that led to my growth. I'm seeing white flowers as well. For some of you, that might be symbolic, that might be important. This is going to be very personal for someone out there, so please choose which message is yours. You'll feel it intuitively anyway. There is an apology coming through from someone who has passed on. And they are handing that flower to you. Something that someone hasn't expressed, or something that they've done that they thought wasn't all right, and they maybe didn't have a chance to apologize. And yeah, I'm getting shivers. So this message is for someone. That's quite a strong message that's coming through. I hope this person finds this reading. Okay, let's take a look at your cards. What is going on? Pile number 4. A lot of fire here. We have the Hero as well as the 9 of Wands. I read this deck a bit differently than any other decks. Let's look at all your cards and we'll see what's up. Change direction with ease, amble with contentment. Let's take a look. Prince of Discs, 5 of Discs, Queen of Wands. Again, there's a lot of fire here. I'm hearing someone is intimidating. Someone is intimidating. Maybe there's going to be some type of situation where you might intimidate someone. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Let me see if you can see clearly. Yeah, pretty much. We have the Knight of Wands. We have Mosaic, let chance play its creative role in your life. We have Trust, we have Books, we have Practice. Okay, well, and from Rebecca Campbell's Energy Checkup, let's see, I'm sorry. Here we go. Here's that card. Someone wants to really, there is an apology coming through from someone. It's not going to be a spirit for all of you. It can be a living person that wants to apologize, or maybe you want to apologize and say sorry to someone. Now, what I'm looking at in this card, I'm not focusing as much on the forefront. I'm looking at the background. You see those spirits holding hands? I do believe that maybe some of you want to do some ancestral work here. Almost like forgiveness, and whatever has happened until now, it made me who I am. We have Surrender to the Sweetness, Venus Energy, Pleasure, Joy, Make Love to Life. All right, let's see. Where do we start? Pile number 4. Where do we start? Bear as a spirit animal might be important for some of you. All right. Yeah, I'm hearing that your worries are over. You're gonna be trusting where you're at the next 7 to 10 days from now, much more than before. You'll understand that you are changing as a person, and when it's almost like someone doesn't want someone to change. I'm hearing someone says you've changed so much, and someone wants to come back someone to come back to the old ways of being, and the other person says, listen, everyone is growing, we can't be stagnant, we can't be stuck being the same people, we have to grow, I've changed, I'm sorry if I don't fit in your brackets anymore. Overall, what's good for you here, what I'm seeing, you're gonna learn quite a lot. The next week is about practice, some kind of craft of yours, learning, reading, improvements. You're gonna be fully focused on what it is that you want to do, and you will want to embrace some type of a skill. For some of you, that's to do with music. For some of you, that's to do with your work. It can be anything really. Now, some of you are coming across a really good book or a really good video that's really informative. And it's all very, and that trust, you know, is also connected to your career endeavors here, I'm seeing too. You're birthing something new. Do you remember how I said I saw a white flower? This flower has pink undertones to it, but it's, I mean, come on. Someone was handing a white flower to you, and I do think that this goes hand in hand with this card over here. I'm hearing, I'm sorry I was defensive, right? With a 9 of Wands here. I'm sorry I was defensive. Let me give you that white flower. It does seem like there was that message for other pile. Someone wanted to apologize. So collectively, there is that sense of, you know, people wanting to make it up, people wanting to be good to one another, people wanting to apologize, you know. Enough of fighting, enough of arguments, and this is not for all of you, this is for someone who has gone through that. You are someone's hero the next 7 to 10 days from now, you know. It seems like someone looks up to you, and I wouldn't be surprised if someone said something to you, you know, do you remember the time when you've helped me in a difficult situation? You were my savior, you saved me. Or maybe you're gonna remember of a situation like that. Maybe someone did it to you and you're gonna be like, whoa, you know, you saved me. Overall, it does seem like there was some sort of wish coming true here. Remember how I saw that photo album, and there was that sense, you know, of nostalgia and like how far you've come and who you became and what kind of experiences you had. When I look at the 9 of Cups in this deck, that's what I see. These are all your accomplishments. These are all your memories that you have on a shelf, and you cherish them dearly. There's that appreciation to self, you know, and what it is that you've created for yourself so far. Some of you will be looking back at the times that when financially it was quite difficult, and the next 7 to 10 days from now, you're taking it easy with your projects. You're taking time to learn. You're taking time to improve and to experiment in your craft, I'm seeing too. There is that sense of creativity here with mosaic, as well as this Knight of Wands here. This creative force is big in your life, together with fire. It's saying express yourself freely through some kind of art, sound, paint, do whatever you feel like. Maybe for some of you, throat, some others writing. Put it on a paper, put it into your craft. Allow yourself to completely be present in your life's journey. Someone really wants to pamper you the next 7 to 10 days from now. Someone wants to give you attention, and someone appreciates big time your energy. You inspire someone the next 7 to 10 days from now. Especially if there will be someone around you who will feel a bit uneasy. You will make that person feel much more content, and they'll want to thank you for that. A strong connection with a female in your life, I'm seeing here. There can be a friend that is quite close to you. That might be maybe a family member, but you both are vibing big time. Kind of want to read out the mosaic card for you here, guys, and see what other messages are behind it. Let me see, where is the book? Okay. You know what's interesting? When I was picking up this book, I don't know if it caught on camera or not, the first card fell from the Triple Goddess Tarot, and what I've looked at was the mask over here, and it seems like this person's mask is coming off. Someone really wants to be honest the next 7 to 10 days from now and tell it how it is. And if someone had their defenses up, it's gonna go down. Number 9 might be important here for some of you. Number 5, yeah, we have 9, 9, 9, 5 and 5. Oh, we have one more 9 right here. So that's quite interesting. We have 4 9s here. 19, 9, 9, 9. And I flipped the page and I landed on 19. I mean, come on now. Okay, let's take a look at mosaic card. Trust everything is as it should be. When mosaic presents, it means you have been trying to micromanage your life and your fixed view is limiting all the gifts and potential the universe is waiting to make available to you. I keep hearing, put your defenses down, you know. Don't be so stubborn the next 7 to 10 days from now. It's time to say, I don't know, and to break free of the rules and conditions you have placed on yourself and on other people, places, and things. Trust that there is no specific right way things must be or progression of events that must occur. Know that you do not know, and that this is good in its moment and essential for the next chapter of your life to commence. Chance and surprise are essential creative elements in the unique mosaic of your life. Break free of rigid stereotypes or ideas about what your life should look like or even feel like, and what other people, places, and things should or shouldn't do and be. Consider the girl of mosaic. Her mask has broken free and is shattering as she allows old patterns and old fears to break away. Hues of purple indicate pure wisdom and peace, glowing through every fiber of her being. She loosens her micromanaging grip and weaves her hands through ribbons of energy that begin to wrap around her. The pieces of her mask cling to the fabric and form a new, beautiful mosaic pattern. This new fabric of pure potential wraps around her naked form, and her life is reborn. Like her, you are free to let go of self-limiting fear. Let your life surprise and amaze you, and appreciate the beautiful potential of a sequence of events you could never have determined or orchestrated. Yeah, and I believe, again, I'm coming back to the same vision I had. Someone flipping those pages, someone looking at that old, at those old pictures, and I'm hearing someone say, oh my God, look at how life have panned out. We can never predict it. And I think what this pal needs to know is that life, as you already know, is quite mysterious. And sometimes it's quite good to leave certain things unknown, because there's some kind of surprise waiting for you here further on, I'm seeing. And if you knew everything, it wouldn't be as interesting. Allow yourself to flow naturally the next 7 to 10 days from now, and trust where you're at. Trust where you're at. Creative force is very present here. You're being asked to create. You're being asked to bring out your creativity in anything that you do. Let's take a look at these cards here. We have change direction with ease. This is a time for change, shape-shifting your soul's evolution. It is a time to reconsider what you are wanting. You may be in for a surprise. Here you go. There is that surprise coming through here. Amble with contentment. Waiting rather than acting is going to be most advantageous now. It goes well with the Prince of Discs. Kind of, do what you have to do, but don't over push yourself. It's the next 7 to 10 days from now, it's about being present. For you guys, I want to pull from the Animal Tarot as well. And let's see what kind of messages we have there for you. Pile number 4, what do you need to know? I'm hearing someone's children, if you do have children, will appreciate you big time, how much you've done for them and how many sacrifices I'm hearing. For some of you, you know, it's like they don't have to say it. They know it. They know it. And you need to know that they know it. They've seen it. There are references to some kind of change in your career here. This is time for change, shape, shifting of your soul's evolution. And we have it with 10 of winter here. It says, end of a career path, project, or relationship brings feelings of mixed joy and sadness, relief and disappointment. Put aside your fears about these changes and trust that a brighter future awaits. Every time I pull this card, I look at it as the independent card, you know, as well. No one is walking this dog. This dog is walking itself. This dog is like, I'm fine. I'm fine, you know. I don't need to be walked. I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm going. Yeah, someone is really planning changes in their career here. You can change that direction with ease. That's what you need to know. Throughout the career change, would it be in the next 7 to 10 days from now? Would it be in the future? Even if it's not a career change, it's the career endeavor of some sort. You're being asked to be objective, communicate clearly, and be professional. If you need advice, seek out for it. It's available for you. We have the Emperor too. Says structure and organization are important right now. Don't be afraid to take on a leadership role as you have much wisdom to offer. Be the leader of your life, but you might need to be a leader of, I'm hearing a team of some sorts. Or in your field. Yeah, there is strength here too. True strength is displayed through kindness, forgiveness, and compassion. Again, forgiveness is here. You have tremendous personal power and courage. Someone really needs a pat on the back here to say how good they've done, you know, how far they've come. Sometimes people in pile number 4 don't see themselves. Maybe you tend to be perfectionist. Maybe you tend to feel guilty for no reason sometimes. You do have a new beginning of some sorts coming through here, and it can be a new love coming in, or it can be a new partnership of some sorts that is going to be influential. The Ace of Swords here, as well as the Lovers. It says this is the beginning of a new emotional experience for you. It may be the first blush of romantic love, the rebirth of a current relationship, or the awakening of spiritual gifts and insights. And the Lovers is true and long-lasting love finds its way into your life. Follow your heart with caring actions and choices. Yeah, it does seem like there is a new connection coming in for most of you here, and it doesn't necessarily have to be only romantic. If you're in relationship already, it can be a new beautiful connection that you are making with someone. Can be the same sex, can be a different sex, can be a partnership, business of some sorts, friendship, doesn't matter, but it does seem like there is something blooming the next 7 to 10 days from now. I hope that this made sense, pile number 4, and that this was insightful. Tribe, thank you very much for coming back. Love you as always. I'll catch you soon.